Okay, I'm looking at this first picture and I know exactly when that was. That is definitely in 53, and that is the first time that Hawke comes over to Tim's humble abode and Tim is cooking chicken noodle soup. And that scene took about 7 hours to film. Rightly so, because Dan Minahan, who's an exceptional director, and so much of the intimacy that is celebrated in the show, I think, is captured by him so sort of elegantly and with sophistication. And this scene, there were so many different ways in which he wanted to capture exactly what was happening between the two of them. Okay, number 2. This is Tim in the 60s, burning conscription papers to the Vietnam War in his moment of activism, wearing his dog collar. I loved that moment in time. And I really enjoyed Tim at that point. I think the intersection of religion, sexuality and identity and hope and faith is the thing that is most compelling about Tim as a character, for me anyway. Next, we have a shirt that I own. I took this one from set, and it's Tim in the waiting room with Hawke in the 80s. Yeah, makes you upset, doesn't it? We chose his necklace underneath. It was beautiful. This is a very poignant moment, I think, for Tim and Hawke.
I'm not sure if anything anymore.
It's very sad. Yeah, I'm still not over it. This is now, we're on Tim's Christmas jumper. He wasn't always going to be wearing that in the scene with Hawke after he gives the tie. And I'm so glad we decided that he keeps on his Christmas jumper.
Why can I never say no to you? I'm irresistible.
I think he adores Christmas, and I also think it's incredibly sexy and hot. And here he is. This is Tim at Christmas, wearing with pride his cufflinks, this gift from Hawke, which was proof of Hawke's love.
What's it stand for?
Fordham, my alma mater, and history, my major.
Oh, Tim. What a hero. This is Tim in the 50s, spying on Roy and Joe. It's super kind of flattering and chic, I think. The shape of the trousers. It's kind of iconic. The fashion in the 50s. And you can see Tim's watch there, which remains the same throughout the 4 decades. For me, it was a character choice because he's incredibly loyal. He cares so much about so much. And I totally thought that he'd be someone who had the same watch throughout his life. And now there's Tim without a watch on. In the 80s, this is his first time we see him engaging with the ACT UP movement. He really finds his centre, I think, in the 80s, despite the fact that he's really poorly and he's not very well. It's the strongest I think we see Tim. He's my hero, and that's it.